Down at the bottom, you can get both your hands right at the bottom.
So you like that one. Hi, friends. How are we doing? Good morning to you. We got wind, but we're going to work anyways. All right, friends. So a little bit nervous on this one. A little bit. Beautiful, beautiful fruit trees.
What is that?
Apple. That's apple.
You know, I think apple's underappreciated for how nice their blooms are.
They're wonderful. Wendy's favorite.
Everyone's always going off about cherry trees and stuff and dogwoods. Apple trees are just one of the most beautiful.
They are. So what I want to try and do in a perfect world is that school marm out the side is too short. It won't reach. But that top,
I want it to come right here.
yeah, I'd like it to come in between. So, but it's leaning hard to the house. You can see it from here. And when you get behind it, it's not only leaning to the house, the lean this way, which intensifies that lean.
Yeah, because it makes
you understand?
it more liable to,
That's right, to pop off.
when you got side lean and I guess a head lean, you would call it.
That's right.
When you got side lean and head lean, it makes it way more liable to break off into its side lean because it's got even more weight
That's exactly right.
heading out that way.
That's well put. So we've decided that we're going to actually just go to this right now.
Yeah, they won't.
Friends, good morning. I hope you're all well.
It's tall, man.
This is an interesting job. I just want to chime in here. Instead of doing a complete interjection, we can do it all at once here. So here's the deal. I'm nervous. It's a balsam tree. Species has got everything to do with what I'm in my thought process. It's got everything to do with it. If it was a cedar tree, there'd be no discussion on whether we were falling or not. We would not fall it. We'd climb it or tag it back and then put it in there. But we wouldn't have done that here because it wasn't just getting it by the house. It was the fruit trees and where this thing had to go. Balsam's got some holding power. Anyways, friends, there's some crazy trees on this job. I'm trying to get in one video, but in order for you guys to see the wedgemanship and what goes on in our thought process, it's probably going to be two. Friends, Hogan does some falling with us here. This is great. But this tree was one of the baddest on the job, and it had me nervous. So you ask yourself, is this hot rodding or is this calculated risk? Is this, check yourself, check your gut. You know you can do it. Look for the indicators of rot, perhaps. Give the tree a smack with an axe. Really assess it. Don't just dig in. The most important cut is the first one. Your gunner. That's your most important cut. So there's some interesting things we do here. Back at her.
Look at, friends. Look at the lean on the house. It's literally, it's hard on the house. There. It's not pretty. It's balsam.
But we got a nasty side leaner here. I'll do a little, you can see the stem leans. It's just crazy. And it's leaning towards the camera, towards us too. The tree's liable to break off. There's a house right there. Just for 2 people who are in
So friends, you'll hear Ganji's mumbling. Just don't pay any attention because you can't hear what he's saying. He tried to do some commentary, but the saws are too loud and he has to yell in order for you guys to hear. So Yeah. Don't try and make out what he's saying. It won't happen. But I can't really take him out of there. So, yeah.
What have you got?
Okay, here's the deal. I do not want a deep undercut on this. I don't need it. There's my cut. It's clean, it's there. I don't need any big gap like I do on some of these. I don't need it. I need that to settle in over there, on the far side, and start going. So I want all that backwood so I can bring that in there. If it's too deep, friends, it starts to calf right away. There's heavy lean. We got wind. What's the wind doing?
It's actually kind of blowing straight off the lean of the tree.
Coming off here.
Yeah, which is nice.
So I didn't
Shifting a
shoot
little
right
bit.
on course. I shot high.
He did. I said that when we were starting. Probably gonna shoot. But side lane, you want to shoot a little bit, aim a little higher. Where you want the tree to land. That's as flat as you can break off of it. I told you. That was the shot.
So if we had to fell that from the bottom of the stump,
I was just saying that.
if we had to fell that from the bottom of the stump, we'd have crushed this tree.
Yeah, because I was saying he got about 5 or 6 feet, and with another 5 or 6 feet, this thing would have been flattened.
That's right. So the high stump, every variable, shooting high helped. You know what I mean by shooting high, friends? Which meant up, away from the house, so that it had head lean. So you can use that. And that's why I used all that back wood, because I wanted time to play and look and wedge on low side if need be to get it off the house. The tree was sound. We didn't even kick this dead one around.
You know what's crazy is how good the foliage on these trees smells and how bad the wood smells.
It's amazing, the difference in foliage to wood. The wood smells like poo.
Yeah. And the foliage smells like Christmas.
Like a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does. So that we're very happy with it. That was probably our scariest tree of the day. But I want to show you the hinge wood, and I want to show you what I did. Listen, friends, don't fall into this thing where you think you got to cut the whole low side off so that your top fiber is going to work. Don't do that, especially when you got consequences on the low side. You cut your low side, friends, you're removing wood from the low side. What's it going to do? It's going to cave in towards the low side. Bring your wood in even. That's again why I wanted all that wood at the back. You don't have all that wood at the back, you're kind of, you know, there's a time and a place for going over center and getting it to drop down on itself. And this was not that time. Not at all. So here's our stump. Here's our fibers working and pulling. Look at the sap. we're running. It's looking real good. So there's our stump. It worked all the way around. So we're happy with that. We'll get on to the next tree, which probably I'll just grab this little balsam that's leaning to the house here too.
You can just leave that running, I can film.
Yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, let's kick this one down too. My power saw's over by the fruit tree. Would you run and get it for me, Sonny, please? Go, Sonny, go! Thank you. Thank you. Say hi to YouTube.
Hi. Hi, YouTube. Awesome job you did.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so again, same deal. This thing here, leaning right on the house, foliage on the house. Again, you take your low side out thinking you're Mr. Cool. Oh, I'll just whap all that low wood out of there and use the high wood. No, if you snip the corner, it's literally gonna go at the house and now you're at the mercy of that top fiber. Bring it in even. Do you wanna just use that, boy? That's something.
Yeah.
No nail?
I think we're good.
Okay, nothing around the back.
Yeah, but I'm gonna make the stump a little higher because it's looking like there's a cavity under the root system.
There is. I noticed it. Every opportunity you get to cut a tree down, think about everything, friends. It's an opportunity, right? Think about all your little aspects. See, sighten up. This will walk away because it's got a marmot hanging off it. See right there? How long you take?
Clean that up, though.
Oh, so you added, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
I did.
it's rotten.
It's really
Sucker, just take your time on your cuts, friends. You don't worry about it. You want your undercut on the money so your tree goes on the money. Should start leaving. Let me see their saw. Don't turn it off yet. So that's what you get. And the reason we knew that was because of that, friends. That's why I'm saying, just while I'm getting set up, just take your time. There's no panic. Just make your undercut. Hogan's not, there's a thing called stump rust. And I used to get it because I wasn't on the stump steady falling. Production falling. You put in 2 weeks on the stump, even a week of stumping every day, even a week of stumping every day. Your undercuts are bang, bang, bang. Everything's lining up. When you're cutting one tree a week, like falling, your stumps aren't going to be bang on. So don't be hard on yourselves. Don't be. He's bad. He's brutal on himself. He likes to nail everything. That's not the real world.
Flip yous around. utilize one of these trees. Excuse me. Yeah, I think there might He was just going and finishing on the low side, and there was probably a little sliver of wood there. But as you can see, the tree does lean back a bit. I think we could probably get it. Walk away. Right on. Cool.
Num, num. Num, num, num. Friends, thank you all for watching. It's this there's probably 4 or 5 more trees to cut down, and there's a couple of very interesting ones. We chose to do a bit of wedgemanship here coming up on this next video. So we'll catch you on the next one. Be kind, and I hope you enjoyed the live feed coming up today. It's Sunday. I love you all, and I hope we can help one another out, friends, going forward. I believe it's the answer to a better place for everybody. Let's look for opportunities to do that for one another. You don't have to know the person. You don't have to know them. Let's look at each other more down the street or anywheres out in the world, and offer whatever we have to give to one another. You know, I mean, yes, helping the homeless is a very wonderful thing, but what about just the regular Joe? You know, he could be struggling. She could be struggling. A young man, young woman could be struggling. We never know what's going on.
Reach for the compassion that we were all born with. It's love, friends. Everything comes from love. Let's dip into it and make this place better now. We've had a wild year. Let's work together to make it a better place. Be kind, friends.